Do you feel like you are your own worst enemy? Like you're on the self-improvement journey, or at least you're starting, but you feel like every time you try to get a little bit further, you knock yourself back down? How can you stop the self-sabotage? Well, dude, I've been there so many different times in my life, and I'm going to share with you 3 key things to help you combat this self-sabotage so it doesn't happen to you again. Make sure you watch the whole video to get these 3 key points. So let's get into it. What is up, man? Welcome back to the Sophisticated Man YouTube channel. I am Tino Regano, men's lifestyle coach. Make sure you hit subscribe for more men's improvement content. So I'm full force with this daily content, man. I hope you're enjoying it. You're going to be seeing a lot of my face lately, especially the rest of this month. So it's been a lot of fun and can't wait to see where this takes me. But let's get right into it. How to deal with your self-sabotage. This is coming from someone that has self-sabotaged, man, numerous times in my life at different points. I still do it today. You know, it's something that I always kind of deal with, that we all really deal with. But there are some things that I learned along this journey to help not completely stop it, but to at least lessen that self-sabotage so you come out on top. The first thing is to just be present, to be aware of it. If you're not even aware that you're getting in your own way, you're not even like mindful of the fact that you are causing some of these problems, then it's never going to be fixed. A lot of men kind of mindlessly go through life and they're like, oh, well, I'm making this progress. Why do I keep failing? Why do I keep making a mistake? Why do I keep relapsing? But they're not even like fully aware that they're the ones doing it to themselves. They're the one creating the problem. So the first thing is to just be present, like to be aware of your triggers. What are the things that are creating the self-sabotage? I know for me, if I stay up really late at night and I'm watching a movie, or maybe I smoke some weed or whatever the case is, I get hungry and then I start binge eating and then I stay up late and then it ends up turning to potentially masturbating late at night and like doing all these things. So like the trigger is feeling comfortable, staying up late. That kills me. So every time I do that, it's like automatic, like my body and mind just get into that routine. So identify what are your triggers. As soon as you become aware of them, it kind of loses a little bit of its power. David Hammond said this in his channel, Self-Develop, but damn, it is true. Awareness in and of itself is transformative. So once you know what it is that you're up against, it makes it that much easier to actually fight against it. That's why I promote meditation on this channel. Going outside, getting present. Don't have phones around you, don't have distractions. Learn to just be grounded and be very present in the moment. Take everything in. That will help you build this self-awareness muscle, especially spending time alone. You know, it's only gonna aid you in your ability to become more self-aware. The number 2 thing that's gonna help you prevent self-sabotage is to call it out. Admit that you have an issue or a problem. Like, if you never actually get to the point of admitting it, it's hard to change. It really is. And sometimes this can even be flip-flop with the first one, admitting it and being aware. They're kind of like both tied together, but you have to call this out at some point in your life. Until you can admit to yourself that you need to work on it, you need to make a change, the change will not happen. One of the reasons that most men, really just most people in life, stay stuck and just trapped is because they're on autopilot. They don't ever know what their problems are, and even worse, they don't think that they even have a problem. They just see that they're like continually making mistakes and failing all the time, but they're not thinking like, yeah, I need to change something. Maybe they're playing the victim, or they're saying it's this person's fault, this is the reason it's being happened to me, my life just sucks, the world is out to get me. Like they're playing the victim and doing all these self-loathing activities. None of that is actually helping you. And if you take accountability and ownership as a man, it's going to do wonders for you. Read the book Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink, one of a fantastic book when it comes to accountability and ownership. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. Dude is a badass, but he really makes accountability and ownership super clear. So call out your own bullshit, admit you have a problem. That is one step closer to actually fixing it. So number 3, to kind of tie it all into a nice little tight bow there, the third thing is to actually actively replace whatever habit that you have. I had somebody on my live stream comment and ask me, how do I combat my own vices? And one of the things that I told him was you have to replace it with a good habit. So once you are aware of what your triggers are, once you know that you need to change something, you're completely aware and ready to change, now you have to actively do something different. So if my habit was masturbating late at night, instead of masturbating and going in that act, I would do something completely different. So maybe I'll sit down and do like 20 push-ups, just get my mind off of it. I'm doing something else. Or if I get that urge, like straight up just turn my phone off and go right to bed. Same thing could be said for eating junk food. Maybe instead of eating pretzels and chips like I like to eat, I'll replace that with eating grapes or some fruit or something healthy. Or I'll just straight up, like what I've done before, is actually just drank a whole bunch of green tea and drank a lot of water. That actually suppresses your appetite. Find what that activity is, and then once you identify it, you call it out, replace it with something positive. It's hard to just straight out cut cold turkey a bad habit or a vice, especially if it's something you've been doing for a very long time. It's better to replace it with something else. Your mind and your body are used to doing something, but now that thing that you're doing is going to be a positive, not a negative. It's really helped me in a lot of ways, and I'm not perfect at this by any means at all, but once I implement these, and I'm gonna need to start implementing this again because some of my bad habits have crept back in, but this will definitely help me, and absolutely will help you if you take action on this and you take it seriously. Go through each step, take it one day at a time. If you relapsed, if you go back into the bad habit, don't beat yourself up over it. Just get back on the high horse and try again. Eventually you get better at it and you replace a bad habit with a good one. So that's the key. You have to be aware of it. You have to call the shit out that you know that you need to change. Admit that you have a problem. Admit that you need to make a change in your life. So then you'll be actually ready to change it. So once you do all that, now you have to replace the bad habit with a good habit. It's much easier than just quitting cold turkey and then doing nothing instead of it. You have to put something else in place that's gonna help you. So if you like that video, give it a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? You're gonna try this out? Let me know in the comment section. Also, any subjects, topics, or anything you want me to talk about in future videos, let me know down below. The feedback is always very helpful. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't done so yet. If you want to join a community of like-minded men who are all focused on their personal development, you want to get serious about that, and you want to be in a group of men who are holding each other accountable to do so, click the link down below to join my free Facebook group. And if you want to work with me on a one-to-one level, so I can be a coach in your corner, putting you on your personal development journey, seriously helping you improve any area of your life, including your lifestyle, your relationships, and your manhood, click the link down below to apply for a free discovery call. So that's the video, man. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you gained value from it. Hopefully you take action on the things I mentioned in this video. It's seriously going to help with self-sabotaging. So remember, man, at the end of the day, everything truly does start with you. If you want some more videos talking about men's improvement, you can click the video right here. Peace out, man.